Boulder is buzzing again. And no, it's not just the mountain air. It's the electric hum of college football's recruiting trail, where Colorado head coach Coach Prime Sanders, is on a relentless mission to reshape the Buffalo's defense. His latest target? A high-impact linebacker from Texas who's quickly become one of the hottest names in the 2026 class, Carson Crawford. Crawford, a three-star dynamo out of Carthage High School in East Texas, made an official visit to Boulder this past weekend, and it might have changed the trajectory of his recruitment. Despite a verbal commitment to Texas State back in March, Crawford remains open to other opportunities, and Colorado has emerged as a major contender for his talents. Colorado is a beautiful place, and they have top-of-the-line facilities with top-of-the-line coaches. Crawford told Adam Munster Tiger of 247 Sports, "It is just an amazing place." That's high praise from a young player who's seen his fair share of campuses lately. The 6'2", 220-pound linebacker has been a force of nature for Carthage, a powerhouse program in Texas high school football. In his junior season alone, Crawford racked up jaw-dropping numbers: 91 tackles, 22 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, 21 quarterback pressures, 17 QB hits, 4 forced fumbles, an interception, and 2 defensive touchdowns. These aren't just numbers. They're statements. Crawford isn't just versatile. He's positionless in the best way possible. He's lined up at 7 different spots for Carthage, including tight end and wide receiver. He's the kind of hybrid athlete that modern defenses are built around. Think Micah Parsons Light, a havoc wreaker who thrives in chaos and creates mismatches no matter where he lines up. His performance in the 2024 4A Division II state championship game was the stuff of legends: 9 tackles, 4 for loss, 2.5 sacks, and even a 24-yard reception on offense. That's not just filling up the stat sheet. That's owning it. He helped lead Carthage to yet another state title, adding to the legacy of a school that churns out talent like clockwork. So how did a talent like this slip through the cracks and initially commit to Texas State? It's complicated and typical of the recruiting roller coaster. Smaller programs like Texas State often pounce early, offering immediate playing time and a clear role. Crawford appreciated that and gave the Bobcats his early pledge. But as his stock has risen, and as schools across the country have reviewed the film, the interest has intensified. Colorado offered Crawford on May 7th, joining a growing list that includes UNLV, San Diego State, Tulsa, Arkansas State, and Houston, the latter representing a significant Big 12 suitor. And yet, it's the allure of Coach Prime and the Buffaloes that now looms largest. Sanders, never one to shy away from the spotlight, has made it clear he's building a new brand of Colorado football. Fast, physical, and fearless. His first year in Boulder turned heads not just because of the flash, but because of the foundational rebuild underway. The Buffaloes are looking for tone setters, defensive anchors who can lead with attitude and production. Crawford checks both boxes. Colorado's linebacker room is in flux. With upperclassmen aging out and question marks lingering on the depth chart, the need for an alpha in the middle is more pressing than ever. Crawford's blend of athleticism, football IQ, and leadership make him an ideal fit in a system that demands more than just raw talent. What makes this recruitment even more intriguing is Crawford's willingness to explore beyond his commitment. That's not something every recruit is comfortable with, especially after making a verbal pledge. But Crawford isn't afraid of the process. He's embracing it. His visit to Boulder, which reportedly went extremely well, could prove to be a turning point. It's easy to see why Sanders is going all in here. The Buffs need more than just solid players. They need culture changers. They need guys who can walk into a locker room and elevate the energy just by putting on the jersey. Crawford brings that rare edge, that unteachable fire that separates the good from the elite. For now, the race remains open. Texas State still has his verbal. UNLV got a look earlier this month, but the Colorado Buffaloes are surging, both in interest and momentum. With Coach Prime at the helm, no target is too ambitious, no hill too steep. And if this past weekend's visit is any indication, Crawford might just be envisioning himself in black and gold. A linebacker built for the big stage, and a program desperate for game changers, could be the perfect match. The clock is ticking toward 2026, and the story of Carson Crawford's rise is far from finished. One thing's for sure, Deion Sanders is betting big on this Texas standout. And if history has taught us anything, it's this: Coach Prime doesn't chase recruits, he recruits kings.